Today's speakers were so powerful. After 25 years in the credit union industry, it never ceases to amaze me about the depth of consideration, kindness, and support credit unions extend to their members. All the speakers did such a great job. Thank you all for sharing your stories. I'd like to do a quick recap. Jamie, Emeritus Clinical Professor, spoke on the topic of Will I Be Okay? Academic disparity is causing a new term called COVID slide. COVID has had a significant impact on women at the unfortunate intersection of COVID and loss of work. Over 1 million women have lost their jobs in the workplace. Message being heard from Head Start Madison, I'm barely able to survive. Finally, Jamie said credit unions should be mindful that achieving a sense of normality and security will take a long time for their members. Maurice at Local Government Federal spoke on the topic of ending poverty. I have a fantasy to eliminate poverty. Wow. He said we need evolutionary, sustainable, and scalable solutions. That eliminating poverty is a complex problem, but we should do more than sit here and do nothing. Todd at California Coast Credit Union spoke about promise. He's developing the concept of a promise zone with the city of San Diego. The objective is to help the business community attract consumers from mostly low-income areas. The project will provide funding and support in building attractive storefronts that make people feel safe and secure. This is not just a one and done, Todd said. This is who we are. Alex at my credit union spoke about standing up. He shared a really personal experience about a time when he wishes he would have stood up for gay marriage. He said, if I could do something differently then and there, then I would have. Bill at Schools First said, let's be. Credit unions are the original social network. What an opportunity to break down racial barriers and create opportunities. Let's be the change, not just lead the change. Cynthia at Balance spoke to mental health debt. She cited a really sobering statistic about the percentage of people that are financially stressed are 20% more likely to take their own lives. She said, we give members agency when we help them learn how to use money and empower themselves. That's a really strong statement. I love it. Financial equality is going to bring about racial equality. Frank at CU Today spoke about doing good. Small things are being done in credit unions that will never be documented, like helping members pay their rent so they won't be evicted. John at Affinity spoke to member well-being. He said, well-being is different than wellness. Members are both struggling and thriving. It has nothing to do with their financial status. His branches began calling members during the pandemic to ask them, how are you doing? How are you feeling? You can imagine the impact of that outreach. Stephen at Alchemy's topic was adapt or die. He mentioned digital transformation is not just a tool that you buy and you're there. Times of plenty over the past decade have lulled people into a false sense of security. Stephen's succinct summary was adapt or die. Tony at CU Direct spoke to being connected. He said a big advantage in remote work is that it provides for more connected conversations and also a reduction in expenses. His team are having conversations they may not have had in traditional meeting settings. Aaron Patelko spoke about the long game. For credit unions with 8 to 9% capital, play the long game, not the short game. The mission is about the members and membership value. Don't over-engineer 2021. It will rob the future. Really powerful stories and powerful work is being done in the credit union industry. A big thank you to our speakers and underground supporters, and most certainly to Sue, Zach, Brandy, and team for all the amazing work they do to bring us the underground experience. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. See you underground.